It began with $1 a month. It became 439 villages, providing loving homes for more than 80,000 young people in 131 countries and territories. The concept was simple but profound. Give a child a mother, brothers and sisters, a house, and a community to grow up in, and you give that child a chance at a successful and productive life. Shortly after World War II, Hermann Gemeiner, a young medic who'd lost his own mother at an early age, was touched by the plight of the children orphaned and abandoned after the war. He realized that by filling a few very basic needs, he could enrich the lives of those children beyond measure. He started simply, asking friends for single shillings. With those shillings, he built the first SOS village in Imst, Austria.
1 shilling im Monat.
I went round begging for 1 shilling a month. People thought I was completely crazy. No one thought it possible to build an entire village on only 1 shilling.
40 children found new homes in 5 family houses. Within the next 10 years, more children's villages were built in Austria, Germany, France, and Italy. Gemeiner thought his life's work ended in Europe. But then he met a young orphan in Korea named Kim, who offered grains of rice, a sign of health, happiness, and peace, as a gift. Gemeiner knew what he must do: sell the grains of rice to build a village for Kim and continue to work for children like him throughout the world. Children's villages are now located on every continent, and SOS has become the world's largest children's social welfare organization. Typically, 10 to 15 family homes form an SOS children's village, with 7 to 10 children per house. 4,000 village mothers worldwide provide warmth, care, and stability. Of these dedicated individuals, Helmut Coutin, SOS Children's Village President and a former village resident himself, says they deserve our greatest respect. They care for our children's souls. The well-being of the children is paramount. Neither race nor religion, politics nor social attitudes of any government are allowed to compromise this principle. Strict political neutrality and great tolerance are necessities. This effort is often complicated by man's inability to keep the peace, but the SOS organization adapts. During the conflict in Somalia, most aid organizations had to withdraw in the face of a desperate situation. Hundreds of people waited for help outside the gates of the SOS village. People who were starving received food. An emergency hospital was set up to aid the sick and injured. During the Great Famine in Ethiopia, thousands of people trekked to the SOS Children's Village in search of food and water. For months, the SOS Children's Village mothers and their children baked and cooked in order to help the starving people, demonstrating an SOS standard. Those who have received help must be prepared to give it. In Minsk, building an SOS village became a special mission of tribute as founder Hermann Gemeiner passed away on the same day that the catastrophe at Chernobyl occurred. SOS families and their afflicted children can now live in dignity near the Cancer Hospital for Children for all of Belarus. In the United States, SOS is unique in that these villages provide permanent family-centered alternatives to traditional foster care, where thousands of children never have permanent homes or families. SOS Children's Villages do not separate siblings. Many are even reunited after years of separation. Setting up a children's village can be a challenge, but the planning behind each project is diligent and comprehensive. Only when financing is secure, the infrastructure in place, and the social objectives appropriate is a new SOS Children's Village established. Our function is not to distribute money, says Helmut Coutin. but to use with competence and responsibility the funds that have been entrusted to us by SOS Children's Village friends throughout the world. The effort to create a secure existence for the world's children spills over into surrounding communities. SOS facilities provide long-term support to hundreds of thousands of children and their families who are not village residents. Social centers provide health and hygiene facilities, with people paying what they can and some not paying at all.
Good afternoon, students.
SOS vocational training and production centers give young people a chance to receive skills training that will lead to gainful employment and hopefully end poverty cycles. Even the severely disadvantaged find a place in the SOS Children's Villages programs. Villages in Germany and Nepal provide workplaces and living quarters for the mentally and physically disabled. The SOS Children's Village credo is, "We are not a closed circuit, but part of the world around us." Hermann Gemeiner believed that training and education provide the foundation for organizations as well as individuals. Training for SOS staff and mothers is ongoing. SOS parents receive 2 to 3 years of training in childcare, psychology, health, and other related areas before they become full-fledged mothers. At the Hermann Gemeiner Academy in Innsbruck, staff are encouraged to gain specialized training and education, parlaying their experiences into new ideas to further the SOS cause. Clearly, Gemeiner's spirit lives on in children's villages all over the world. To date, 80,000 orphaned and destitute children have benefited from his concept. More than 50,000 now reside in SOS villages, and 30,000 have moved on to adulthood, but often return to visit their mothers. As Helmut Coutin once noted, it's pointless to think of a future if we do nothing for our children.